everybody. Welcome to Week in Review. This is where we go through all the reviews that we've gone over the last week and tell you a little bit of what we think of them. And then if you want to see the full review, just click the link in the description. Let's get started.
Hey everybody, Zhi Garcia here. Last week we put out a new Best of the Month and a new Board Game Blender episode. I did 3 reviews as well. I reviewed Dig It Up. I rate this a 7. This is a kid's push your luck game. It's very bright and colorful. I like the look of it a lot, and it's a simple game, fun to get into. I reviewed Australia. I rate this an 8 out of 10. And this is a really neat sort of build route and build up farms while fighting off Cthulhu monsters. It seems like a weird combination, but it works, and the whole thing feels like a good action selection game with some pretty good streamlining on top of it. I did like this one. And I lastly reviewed Monolith Arena. I rate this a 9 out of 10. This is the reworking of Neuroshima Hex. It's very close to Neuroshima Hex, which is honestly my main complaint about it, because the game is fantastic. But so was the original. The races included are fantasy races. They are very interesting. All of them feel unique. The game looks good. The concepts at play, the small couple of things they added are neat, work well. Really fantastic game. I would recommend it, especially for 2 players. So that's it for me. I'll see you on the next one.
Hey folks, welcome back to another Week in Review. Took care of 5 videos for you this week. First one was The Walking Dead: What Lies Beneath. This is the first expansion for the No Sanctuary board game put out by Cryptozoic Entertainment, and I gave this one a 6. It's not as good as the base game rating that I gave it to the base game, the core box, but I still enjoyed the new characters that came in it. I still enjoyed what you get in the expansion. I think it's a good expansion. I just didn't enjoy everything that the rule set added to the game. So you can go check that out. Gave it a 6 out of 10. Also did a game review for a game called Roadkill. Now this one is just a take that game, really, where you're just simply trying to keep your section of the road clear of both dead animal debris and trucks. And if you're able to do that, you're going to score the most points, generally speaking. But it's a real fast 3-round game. Only takes about 30 minutes. Really fun, though. Enjoyed that one a lot. Gave it a 7 out of 10. Then we also did a review for a game called Walking in Burano. This is a game by Emperor S4 that's being released at Essen. And I gave this one an 8 out of 10 because I really do enjoy the mechanisms that are involved here. And I think the board looks great. It's a little city building game, neighborhood building game, really, where you're building up these different houses and you're trying to match the different some features of the neighborhood, like plants and light posts and citizens that are visiting your neighborhood, that type of thing. Really fun game. Enjoyed it a lot. They gave it an 8 out of 10 there. We also did a Miami Dice for Time Stories new module called The Brotherhood of the Coast. That one's a 7 out of 10. I did enjoy this one. I'm still enjoying Time Stories. I do think that the combat mechanism is getting a little bit wearisome, though, so you can go check that out. And we also did a Token Punch lunch this week as well. So again, take your time, go through that one as well. It's a little bit of a shorter episode, but still a lot of good stuff in there. And that's it from me. We'll see you guys on the flip side.
All right, yesterday I did giving a 3 to Monopoly. I just want to talk a little bit about why I hate Monopoly. Not in a snarky, I'm better than Monopoly way, but the fact is Monopoly is not a very good game, and I wanted to point out some reasons why I don't enjoy it, although if you like it, so be it. I gave a 5 to Upstream. Upstream is a salmon racing game, which just feels really uninspired. You have a certain number of movements. It has a very strong first-person advantage, and it's just not interesting. You move down rivers, some bears and eagles show up. Oh my. Ruthless is a deck building game that I took a look at. This is a slower deck building game, though. It's interesting, has some cool concepts. I think some cards are better than others, and it just, I personally prefer a deck building game that lets me build a deck and go through it multiple times. This doesn't do it as much as I want it to do, but it does have a neat pirate theme. Monster Lands. This is a pretty fun game, which is a kind of an advanced Champions of Midgard, where you're going in, it's a worker placement game, and you are gearing up and getting things together to go out and attack these huge monsters that are attacking the town. There's a lot going on in this game, but there's a lot of fun stuff in it. Scorpius Freighter. This also a 7. I like this game. It's basically 3 rondels, and you're just moving around and trading goods in and turning them back. Some neat ideas. I especially like the custom crew that you can get if you play the drafting edition. The pieces are really neat. It's not going to be everyone's cup of tea, but I enjoyed it. And then all three of us reviewed Brotherhood of the Coast, the newest expansion for Time Stories, and also talked about Time Stories as a whole. In short, I still love Time Stories, but it's kind of faded for me a bit. That may be the last expansion I play, and I'm happy because I ended on a good note. It's a great expansion, even if we did have to play it a gazillion times, but some parts of Time Stories are starting to creak for me. But other than that, this piratey one was a really good, great story in it and everything. I did enjoy it. So those are all the reviews we did this past week. Also did a my top 250 to 101 with Jason. We did another top 10 of our games of all time. So there's more stuff coming, so keep an eye out for all that. Until next time, I'm Tom Vasel, and you've been watching Week in Review on the Dice Tower.